Hey, what's up, guys? So, I've been playing a lot of Gambit lately, and I kind of started to notice some things that people do a little funny. So, I come up with a little bit of a guide to help maybe improve how your experience with Gambit is going or improve your game altogether. Some of these are simple, some of these are probably new to you. So, communicate with your team. Obviously, very straightforward. We're going to cover objective pushing, what I call a soft, medium, and heavy push, heavy weapon and super usage, as well as invasions. This is only we cover when you're invading, not when you're getting invaded. I'll add that next time. And the Primeval Phase, which is the final boss push. So, start with communicating with your team. I mean, it helps when you play with friends, but if you can find a way to communicate with your team, it's way better.
All right.
Everything in terms of
Ready to see what you're
who's going to be doing all the invading, who needs to have the heavy
approaching.
in, the initial push for how you want to advance the objective. Everything just requires you to talk and communicate and explain what your role is and what their role is. Now, obviously, if you play by yourself, just do whatever the hell you want. This is just a better way to improve it if you have people to play with or people who are wanting to work together. So basically, after this first part, the way I play it is whoever has the most motes are going to get the primary amount of motes for the second part, the second wave of enemies, so they can get the blockers online fast. So like I said, talk to your people. Figure out a game plan, and the rest of the game will be pretty much easy. For the second part, we want to talk about is advancing the objective. Now, if you never played Gambit before, the objective of the game is to summon a Primeval and kill it. To get a Primeval, you must deposit motes that you get from killing enemies. You get them in three phases. You have the small motes, which will summon a small blocker on an enemy field. You have the medium, which you need 10 motes for. That summons a medium blocker. And then you need 15 motes, which you'll see in a second. 15 motes here to summon a large blocker. Now, the reason why you do this is because it prevents them from depositing motes on the enemy team and allows you to continue to go back to collecting while they have to deal with a pretty much pain in the ass ad. Obviously, once you get to 75, you can go ahead and fight the Primeval. The goal is to get to 75 first. That is the ultimate goal. Now we're going to talk about some blocker strategies. This is how you advance the objective. So we have three different kinds we do. We have the soft push. 3 people running small blockers, 1 person running medium blockers. It's the safest from invasions. In case you have a lack of being able to survive, this is a very safe wing. It's very solid. Albeit it is kind of slow. And you do run the risk of constantly having to go back to put the blockers in, but also slows the enemy team down. It's a win-win. Second one is medium push. 3 people using medium blockers, 1 person spamming small blockers. Still relatively safe. It does come with risks from invaders for people that are trying to get to 10. And you may find yourself waiting around too much for the next wave to make sure you utilize it. But if you make it work, cool. Hardest one we're going to cover is the heavy push. See it all the time. You watch it fail all the time. It's 2 to 3 people running large blockers, maybe 1 or 2 people running medium blockers, depending on how you do the first part. This is the best way to slow down enemy teams. It's a very pain in the ass to deal with, but it is the riskiest because when you're trying to invade, people holding 13 or more motes, you're my number 1 target, automatically. But if you have a different strategy or something different, let me know in the comment section. Moving on to the next part, we have heavy weapon and super use. So I see a lot of this happening when it comes to the heavy weapons, is people love just standing next to the heavy weapon spawn. I hate this because if you're going to be the one invading, it helps if you have all the heavy ammo. But chances are, the random person that's sitting for the heavy ammo is probably not going to be doing any invading. However, heavy ammo is good for clearing blockers. So if you know somebody's about to have 15 motes and they're going to go deposit, grab a heavy and go ahead and kill any blockers. Boom. Quick deposits. Pretty much, it's either for invaders or anybody that's going to be handling the blockers should have primary access to all the heavy ammo. You get heavy from ads too, but people like camping the spawns. Reason for heavy also is to help kill the Primeval. I mean, I can't tell you how many times we won strictly because we had so much heavy ammo stocked up that we just burnt right through the boss. I mean, it's really easy. Now we're moving on to your ult because we covered the heavy already. Obviously, some ults are better than others. Obviously, you see me use the only 3-shot golden gun, not the 6th. But here's the ninja one. It's very good for 2 reasons. One, you can get a lot of motes really fast, so you can clear motes for your people. Or you can go ahead and burn blockers and or the Primeval himself to just go ahead and speed up through, getting through the objective. But if you look, see how many motes I dropped in that fast? If you need 1 or 2, go ahead and grab it. All right, next one, invasions. So every time you get 25 motes into the thing, you get to hop in the portal and you get to come over to the enemy field. Now, what you don't want to do here is get killed without killing anybody else. And you kind of want to obviously make it a priority to kill anyone that has a lot of motes. So when you spawn in, you'll see a bunch of people's heads. Oh, sorry about that. That tells you how many motes they have. So you want to try and find them and immediately kill them. But don't take too much time because you only have 30 seconds. Obviously, they'll be able to look out for you, so you got to be quick and get in and get out. Every time you kill them during the Primeval Phase, however, every kill you get actually heals the Primeval. Pretty simple. Alright, we're going to move on to the last part, and it is the Primeval Phase itself. Now, obviously, like I said before, you get 75 motes, you summon a Primeval. You cannot go over 75, so as soon as you're able to, go ahead and deposit it. This one's been pretty tricky. I've seen it to where we burn through the walls pretty fast, no harm, no foul. I've seen it to where invasions were destroying us. They just kept healing the boss full health. So it's a little mix of both. You play defense on the invasions. You save your heavies and your supers. As soon as that invasion's done, go ahead and spam that boss with everything you got. Because there's nothing the enemy team can do to stop you. So my recommendation, as always, is try not to clear ads with heavies if you can help it, and just focus on killing the Primeval. Literally all the games I've won in the last couple of days have been strictly because we had 3 supers going. We had people spamming heavies, grenade launchers, rocket launchers. One guy had a sword. And honestly, it was just so easy. You just watch the health bars go down. I've made comebacks. We've straight dominated. You name it. So if you haven't thought about saving your super or your ult, or maybe you used your super a little early and didn't quite have it enough time, be careful. The last thing I want to point out is when you're being invaded, please don't die. Every time someone dies on your team from an invasion kill, you probably will get a lot of health back, and that can literally cost your team the game. So yeah, I hope this helps. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like it, let me know in the comments. Catch you in the next one.